All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? NBA playoffs 2011's first round predictions. So let's get it started. The Western Conference playoffs. The Memphis Grizzlies, number 8 seed, taking on the number 1 seed of the West, San Antonio Spurs. They split the regular season series 2 apiece. Now this series is going to come down to, can Memphis actually upset the San Antonio Spurs? And it also comes down to perseverance and a lot of luck. Yes, the Spurs have number one major concern is the injuries. If they can get healthy, they're dangerous. If not, which you're seeing right now, mind you, don't believe might not play tomorrow afternoon, they could be in trouble. I've been hearing a lot of talk about the Spurs will sweep the Memphis Grizzlies in 4 games, will beat them in 5 games, and so forth. But the Memphis Grizzlies are a tough team. I mean, let's not forget the fact that they had the 4th best record in the Western Conference during the second half of the regular season this year, 2010-2011 season. So what's going to hurt them the most is they don't have Rudy Gay. I mean, he's out with an injury for the rest of the year, including the playoffs. So that's going to hurt them. So I can see the series going to 6 games, 7 games. I might surprise y'all. The San Antonio Spurs going to win the series over the Memphis Grizzlies. But it'll be in 7 games. They're going to push them to the limit. And I've also been hearing a lot of people saying, well, this Memphis Grizzlies, they can beat the Spurs. They'll beat them. How? This is the same Memphis Grizzlies have never won a playoff series. Let's not forget they haven't won a game in the playoffs. So let's don't get carried away. They're a good team. They've shown it why they're in the playoffs in the first place. Unlike the other team in the Eastern Conference, which I'll get to later in the video. So I'm done with that. Next up, the Lakers versus the New Orleans Hornets. 2 versus 7 seed. 2-time defending champions. Versus a team that we saw a couple of years ago and then got beat down real bad by the Denver Nuggets. Nearly by 60 points. The Lakers took the series 4-0. I see the series going to 5 games, but it ain't going to happen. It's going to be 4-game sweep. Losing David West is it's going to hurt the New Orleans Hornets. And to make matters worse, they don't have the front court to match with Andrew Bynum, Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom. And plus they don't have the bench to compete with the Lakers. So, like I said, a sweep. Now, next up, 3 versus 6. Dallas Mavericks versus the Portland Trail Blazers. They split the season series 2 apiece. So, it all comes down to, can Dallas Mavericks actually step their game up and stop embarrassing themselves? Because the last few years in the playoffs, they find themselves out of the playoffs because too much expectations laid on them. Or they were overrated. They underachieved. So, and you got Portland Trail Blazers. I was thinking yesterday that they always get the bad luck of the draw. If they're not playing against the Denver Nuggets, they got to play the Lakers. If they're not playing the LA Lakers, they're playing the Spurs. If not the Spurs, they're playing somebody else. But they got Gerald Wallace from Charlotte Bobcats in the trade. Michael Jordan, why you continue to trade away good players, I don't know. It's beyond me. I think that the Portland Trail Blazers can give the Dallas Mavericks some trouble. I really do. They can. They will. The series will go to 7 games. That's a tough tough pick. I'll take the Portland Trail Blazers in 7 games as my upset special. Even though most people pick Dallas to win, but I picked the Blazers to win in 7 games. Why? Dallas Mavericks haven't shown me anything. They're still they're not mentally tough enough to be a NBA championship team. That's just me. Now, last but not least, you got the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 4 seed versus number 5 seed, Denver Nuggets. Now, that's the matchup I want to see because it's going to be great. You got Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, you got other players on the squad versus Denver Nuggets, who are a complete team. They've been playing really good basketball since the trade of Carmelo Anthony. Everybody thought, including myself, that they were going to just struggle like crazy. They've proven everybody wrong during the second half of the season. Wow. They really impressed me a lot. Thunder took the series 3-1. This is a really tough pick right here because I don't know, should I go for the Thunder or the Nuggets? This series is going to go to 6, and I have Thunder winning. But it won't be as easy as people make it out to be. So, now, the Eastern Conference. I got the Bulls over the Pacers, 1 versus 8 seed. The Bulls took the 3 out of 4 from Indiana. I mean, the defense is too strong for Indiana to contain. I mean, they were lucky they broke 100. Well, that was March 18th of this year. And they're going to make Danny Granger eat his words since he opened his mouth and said something silly. Now, the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers, 2 versus 7 seed. I see the series as a sweep. Most people see that way, while others see it as a 5 or 6. I don't know how in the world you get 6. The only way that series go to 6 is if Miami Heat to basically go easy on the Philadelphia 76ers. That's the only way that's going to happen. The only thing that got going for the Sixers, the athleticism and their fast break points. I think they in the top 5 for that. But Miami Heat are great. I mean, they're a really good defensive team. And they got athleticism and they got the big 3. Excuse me. I see the series going to 5. The Heat torturing the 76ers. So, last but not least, you got the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks, 3 versus 6 seed. I see that series going to 7 games, and I got Boston. I mean, we all know the New York Knicks don't play any defense, well, because of Mike D'Antoni's system and everything else. Boston Celtics, they're going to regret. They're really regretting trading away Kendrick Perkins. I don't know what in the world they were thinking when they did that. So, like I said, the series is going to 7 games. They're going to win, but it's going to be a struggle. Last but not least, you got the Orlando Magic versus the Atlanta Hawks, 4 seed versus 5 seed. These two teams met last year. I think it was in the second round. Unfortunately, Orlando just put a beating on Atlanta to the point that they threw in a white towel. Will the Atlanta Hawks put up a fight this time around? They will, but they will lose to the Orlando Magic in 6 games. Yeah, I said it. And with that, throwing the peace sign, I'm out. Thanks for listening.